All right, gang. Thanks for bearing with us. We are now in the final chapter of House of M. This is issue 8, and I love these covers. This is oh, for crap's sake, I know who it is. I just can't think of it. Esad Ribic. I love his work, especially just that painted style. I don't know. I've always loved it. It just gives it a different vibe. Anyway, last issue. Spoilers if you've not been following along, and if you haven't, pause this video, go to your local comic shop and try to grab the singles or the collected trade and come back, and you're back. Last issue, when full hell breaks on this new Earth, Genosha, Scarlet Witch finally confronts her father and says, no matter what reality you're in, it seems like you can never be happy and you're going to be a megalomaniac. So she says, no more mutants. And the book ends with another flash to white like issue 1. Now, I like how it kind of opens quiet. And then we see the house of Layla Rose, she was the one that kind of brought everyone back together, restored their memories. She goes, Layla Rose Miller, you're going to be late for school. Get up. So she wakes up and she's astounded and realizing that the Earth is back the way it should be. Then we go to the Avengers Tower. You see Peter waking up, MJ sitting there with a cup of hot coffee. She goes, you okay, Mr. Parker? Headache. Try not getting hit on the head by big mechanical octopus arms so much. Yeah. Okay, what the hell was that? 1 minute, we're in Genosha fighting just about everything and everyone, and the next I'm tucked to my bed. Where were we? I'm a little confused, Jennifer. I was just here, and then let's just wait for everyone to show up, and we'll, Pete, you remember? Yeah. You okay, MJ? MJ doesn't remember. Remember what? Anyone else feel like screaming? So here we see Peter screaming, smashing the table. Now, those that were touched by Layla and Emma Frost that got their memories back, when everything reverted back, they remember. But anyone else that wasn't, they're just like, what the hell? This is just another day. Why is everyone freaking out like years have passed in their lives? And another thing, this is where I get really irritated with event books. So let's say you picked up issue 8 just kind of out of curiosity. You don't have no idea why Peter is slamming his fists and screaming. And it's not really touched upon in the main House of M book either, other than the fact that I believe he has a son and he's married to Gwen Stacy. But I read the wiki on the House of M, and I did not like it. It may be wrong, so feel free to correct me down in the comments. But from what I read and what I gleaned is a bit, essentially, Peter becomes a villain. He becomes the Green Goblin, and I think, and he doesn't remember it, like kind of like how Norman Osborn did. And so I think Mary Jane kills him or something like that. And I just think that's a big BJ, if you get my drift. I think that's just a crock of shit. Anyway, I just thought that was really stupid. But that's why he's smashing the table. And I love how Tony's like, hey, you'll buy a new one. Because Luke understands. Because he was sort of in that same situation where he was the head of the Human Liberation Front. And when he got his memory back, realized that Jessica Drew was married to someone else. Their baby was gone. And even here, it says, but everything's back to normal now, right? Everything seems okay now. Not quite. Not. And we see Steven just really badgered. Because remember, he had to face Wanda alone. And then we see Wanda just kind of wake up in the middle of nowhere. People are screaming. And then we get cacophony at Xavier's school. And it's here that we realize that the M Day has begun. Wolverine gets his memories back. He goes, I remember my whole life. I remember all of it. And then when Wanda goes to Cerebro, not that many mutants left. Scott, Cerebro was created to locate mutant activity all over the world. I'm telling you, it's on full power. This right now, this is all the mutants on the planet. So for all of you that have always kind of wondered where M Day started, it was in House of M, and almost the entire just decimation of the mutant race. Now, impactful wise, this book is really entertaining, but it's a lot of reading. And that's where I get really bored with Bendis books, because he'll get like an idea and then it just turns into people sitting around and talking instead of like action or things moving. I mean, we see something here with Bobby, and before we can even expound on that, we go back to more sitting and talking, and then a tweak about Hawkeye. Because remember, when Avengers Disassembled happened, Hawkeye was murdered. House of M, Wanda brought him back to life, and then her son wished him away, and he broke into blocks, kind of like Matrix style. So now I think they're just teasing that Clint Barton's back or something to that degree. So House of M, I liked the concept, just how I like the concept of the Age of Ultron comic event. But it gets bogged down by exposition and talking. And that's why I love the Age of Apocalypse, because yes, there was moments, like quiet moments to talk, etc., so forth, but there was action. There was things that keep you engaged in what you want as a comic and not a novel. And so House of M and even Civil War moved right along. But these two, it got too bogged down with talking and not enough action and moving the plot forward. That's my opinion. I like that, if you want to know why M-Day was so important, or the Messiah complex and all that stuff, it spawns out the pages of House of M. So with that said, guys, if you enjoy what you've seen, please first and foremost support your local comic shop or wherever you get your action figures and comics, and pick up this issue. And if you've enjoyed this review, really would appreciate taking a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Helps the channel more than you could possibly know. And if you don't mind hitting that fancy little M bell next to subscribe, that way as I get to upload content, you guys get notified. Come to the channel. I love talking with you on hearing your thoughts and feedback down in the comments or the socials, which I'll make sure that the links down in the description. Speaking of, if you enjoy what I do and you'd like to support the channel, I have additionally left a PayPal tip jar link down in the description. And if not, I still appreciate you stopping by and checking out the video. Either way, hope you all continue to have an absolutely amazing day reading, and happy hunting, everyone.